Ole Miss just got a touchdown. Daquan Wright. Oh my gosh. 25-24. This game's been great. Here we go. Wildcat formation right here. Switching back into Chambliss' 2-point conversion. 3:13 to go. 25-24. Ole Miss leads. Chambliss. Motion. 11. Fakes handoff. Chambliss. End zone. Got a man. Oh my gosh. Ole Miss up by 3. Wow. Wow. Cristobal is pissed based off a PI call that happened before. It was the right call shown on the slant pattern. Miami doesn't know what to do with himself. Why you don't know what to do to ourselves? I don't know anymore. Oh my gosh. What a play. Daquan Wright. Wide open. It's perfectly timed pass. Unbelievable. Unbelievably great drive. When it matters the most, Trinidad is the guy. Most clutch guy in college football right now. Makes the plays. They're throwing the ball a crap ton. It has worked today. Miami has a chance. Miami's had a touchdown drive 3 different times. But there's at times they get past midfield and get stalled out. Either they miss field goal, it's an interception, or it's a field goal. They need a field goal to tie. This is Beck's time to shine. He left Georgia. He is here. 3:13 left in the game. Trinidad Chambliss, the man that wiped out your former team. Now you have the chance to go back at him and see what happens. Lead your team to the national championship. Ole Miss is one big play away from sealing the game. Miami's one big play from changing the game. One thing we're going to know is in the next 3:13, we're going to know who's making the national championship. Barring overtime, we shall see what happens. They got 75 yards to go, 3:13, 2 timeouts. Will Beck make the big mistake or the big play? 4-man rush, going deep, downfield, underthrown. Beck, hand on his head. He missed the guy. He has taken multiple shots, really not laid out a perfect ball yet. That one's underthrown, hit the foot of the receiver. That's about 3 yards away. You can tell he's just looking up in the sky right now. 2nd and 10. They've been running the ball very well. Mark Fletcher's been balling out. The grass, whatever it is, the field's been weird. They've slipped some. 3:08 left. Own 25. Here we go. Beck. Shotgun. 3-man rush. Quick outside pass. About an 8-yard out route. 3rd and 2 for Miami. They've been kind of sagging off a little bit, the defense, trying to prevent a deep play. Beck's been trying to get it to work. It's not worked yet. By doing that, they're giving some of these quicker routes, getting 6 to 8 yards, and consistently getting 3rd and 2s, 4th and 2s, which this is why they've been converting very highly today. Beck, handoff, right up the middle. Fletcher, first down, 4-yard run. Clock under 3 minutes. Here we go. That's what we're talking about here. They're going right up the field with those runs. They're not trying to do anything crazy. They've slipped twice already trying to bounce it to the outside. They know that they just got to get upfield. Trust their guard, trust their center. Get the push they need and go. Ole Miss blitzes. Beck, deep shot, one-on-one, tied in, knocked away last second by number 16. What a play. Going hard for the ball. Love it. Ole Miss has been very lucky today. Very lucky today. Miami's dropped at least 4 interceptions. That all of them probably should have been interceptions. There are not a lot of them that would have been slipped by a finger. No, it's 2 hands on the ball. 2 of them have been bobbled in the guy's hands. And they just dropped it. 2:29 to go. 2:10. 2nd and 10 at their own 37. Beck. 4-man rush. QB spy. They protect the screen. Number 6 wraps up. Ooh, Brown drags him for about 2 yards. 3rd and 8, but he holds on enough for a gang tackle. We're going to have under a 2-minute warning. We're going to reach a 2-minute warning with the biggest 3rd down of the entire year. The entire year is going to be on the line for both of these teams. Maybe not for Ole Miss, because Ole Miss had a 3rd and 8 that got him in the field goal range against Georgia. You cannot ask for better. You cannot ask for a higher stakes. You cannot ask for 2 more deserving teams. 27-24, Miami with the ball. 3rd and 8. Man, you have some time to give my opinions. Ole Miss has been very much reliant on the pass. They've been they were at the time that they threw 20 straight times and just did not run the ball. You can tell that Kewan Lacey has been banged up with either the hamstring issue or something of that breakaway run from earlier in the game. It's bothered him some that they just don't want to run the ball and they don't trust Diggs enough. I mean, that's their decision. That's Charlie Weiss's decision. That's Pete Golden's decision. Sometimes it's worked. Sometimes you see Chambliss put the ball in harm's way. 4 times this should have been picked off by Miami, and none of them have been intercepted. That will be a thing we look back at, because one of them was closer to the end of the half, and that led to them getting a field goal. You know how much they're up by? 3. That was a 3-point differential right there. And also, talking about this, Ole Miss missed a kick off the post earlier. They have a second one. It's a wobbler a bit, but it hits off the inside post perfectly, so it bounces in. Insane luck. Hey, if you have a good kicker that can make it from 50 plus, some things happen to go your way. And this time it's a good bounce. So, great job right there on their part. I'm rooting for Ole Miss. I'm a Vol fan. They beat Georgia. I'm happy. Thank you, Miami, for beating Ohio State, but I'm just saying in general. They beat the team that beat us in heartbreaking early in the year. A rival. It's kind of funny. We missed a 43-yarder that would have beat them early in the year in a very similar spot than Ole Miss's guy had, and Ole Miss guy nailed it, and our guy completely shanked it. So, no hard feelings, because this dude's off the team now. He's in Arkansas, I believe. Have luck with him, all Arkansas fans, if you're out there. Fun fact, yeah, Arkansas almost beat this Ole Miss team. Arkansas almost beat A&M. Arkansas almost beat Tennessee. Arkansas almost beat like half the SEC. No, they didn't beat any of them, though. Really, really close. Their schedule's terrible this year, though. Arkansas, my gosh, they might not. They have to play Utah at Utah and then Georgia. Why? 3rd and 8. They're on 39-yard line. Here we go. Tony motions up to the left side. 2 receivers on the right, 2 receivers on the left. 4-man rush. Beck going deep again. PI call. Beck is testing these deep balls, and this time it works. It's on the Miami sideline too. You're probably going to get that call, and this time they did. He stepped out of bounds so close to it being, I don't know if he was pushed out of bounds on his route. Face mask, so 15 yards. Past midfield now. You're about 10 yards away from a field goal opportunity. Yeah, face mask. That's a good call. That's a really good call. Yeah, that's face mask. 1:55 to go. 46-yard line, I believe. Will Beck have the big interception? Because he's thrown the ball into one-on-one situations. If corner turns back, who knows? Screen pass. Get the lineman out. They have been prepared for this now. After Tony had the breakaway touchdown, after what you saw happen in the Ohio State game, you got to be ready for these screens. They get about 4-yard gain, 5-yard gain out of it. Here we go. 1:35 left. 4-man rush. Beck runs around. Beck discombobulated. Beck throws it out of bounds. Calling that a catch? Oh my gosh. What a catch. Malachi Tony. Did he get a foot down? He's in the air. One hand snag. Did he get the foot in? Did he get the foot in? Oh, he's out. He's out. He's out. He's out. What a catch. It's out of bounds, though. Because his heel's out of bounds. He's out. He's out. If that wasn't... this would be one of the greatest catches in the history of sports. This is like the Nakua thing against the Falcons, a different type of catch, but still the same scenario. On the sideline, unbelievable one-hand grab in the air. What a try. Out of bounds, though. Good job by number 36 to push him out, forcing, or 36 or 32 in those two. Forcing him out of bounds. Great job on his part. Yeah, he's out. Great effort, though. Gosh. Should not be a long review. But you saw Beck there. He looked a little bit discombobulated. He ran one way, ran back around, throws that. That wasn't a great pass. Just what an attempt by Malachi Tony. He caught it, just not in bounds. By like this much. The back part of his foot, pretty much, was it? Incomplete, yeah. Not a surprise. Let me see. Give me a second. Okay, yeah. No, you saw my hand right there. My bad. But like, third down. 3rd and 6. Again, you're probably not a field goal range. Unless this guy has a sneaky 58-yarder in him. You got 2 downs. You got 2 timeouts. You got to understand that. They took a timeout earlier in the drive against what Ole Miss had. 42-yarder. You're about 3 yards away from field goal range. No real deep safety on the bottom right now. They back up a bit. This looks like a 5-man rush of when a guy's backed out. Watch for a screen. 4-man rush. Quick pass. Dives. Got it. Right on the line. To Daniels on the outside on a bit of a curl route. That was a hard fight. He needed 6 yards. He got exactly 6. That ball might have been reached out of bounds when he extended. Nah. Okay, yeah. That's close, but he got it. Now you're in field goal range. But you want touchdown. 1:13 to go, and the clock's ticking. Beck, back to pass. 3-man rush. Beck. High. Off the fingertips of Daniels. Out of bounds. Again, will Beck make the big mistake? Will they go for a screen pass? Will they run it with Fletcher? Ole Miss has 3 timeouts. Will they take them if they feel confident enough in getting a stop? I doubt that. Michael Irvin is on the sideline sweating. He's right next to the duck. It's incredible. You can tell Davis is thinking about this because he missed the field goal earlier this game too. So that's got to be in his mind. Because that one was a lot more like what probably this one's going to end up being if he has to make one than the one he actually made. It was 47-yarder he missed? Yeah, that's closer than what this is. 3-man rush. Beck. Well, what he do? Pressure. Oh! Throws out of bounds. If he tried to throw that to Brown, that would have been picked. Woo! 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 Beck. Woo! What are we talking about? Big mistake possibility. That was right there. That is... Oh! Playing with fire there, my man. That's like a foot and a half. If that's under, you might think that's a big difference. That's not. That's a bit lower. That's going to at least on the fingertips, and you never know. 3rd and 10. This is really not go for it situation unless if you get sacked, and even then. 4-man rush. Got him. First down. Inside the red zone. What a pass by Beck on an in route. About 16 yards in. What a play. Phenomenal by Marion. Now you're at touchdown possibilities. 18-yard line. Clock is ticking. Beck making adjustments at the line. Under 50 seconds to go. Talking to Fletcher. Defense is communicating. Snap. Handoff. Beck keeps it. Beck is going to fall down 2 yards behind the line. Who's calling timeout? It's probably going to be Ole Miss. I mean, that took 20, 25 seconds, and that was weird. That's a great play call right there. Tony bringing the linebacker up enough so we can get number 8 across. Or, is that 0-8? That's 0. Yeah, that's 0. Marion. Get on that in route. Perfectly timed. Safety wasn't up enough to make a play on the ball. Yeah, timeout Ole Miss. Remember, no kick is guaranteed. We watched the Luke field goal against the Ravens. But most importantly, we watched the Big Ten Championship. And we watched what happened to Ohio State when they got inside like the 30, when they got inside the 10, like 15, and was it Schelling the dude's last name or whatever? I don't think he's the kicker anymore for them, or probably shouldn't be. It was a 28-yarder. Left from the right hash. You never know. There is no such thing as a guaranteed make. Ole Miss fans are very much in shambles right now. Miami fans probably the exact same way, but they're just showing Ole Miss fans. 2nd and 11. Beck's been clutch on 3rd down this drive. It's been very good all day. Outside of the one interception that was deflected up in the air. Beck back to pass, 3-man rush. Beck, pump fakes. Beck, not end zone shot, but right at the line. 1st down at the 8-yard line. Woo! Woo! You are staring down the end zone. We're talking about the big mistake from Beck, about the big plays made by Beck. Let me see an Iowa Hawkeye shirt somewhere in the crowd. It's phenomenal. Ole Miss. As you know, Miami's going to take shots in the end zone. They're going for the win. The betting line was 3. -3 in Miami's favor. If you don't know what that means, if Miami wins by over 3, you get the money. If not, I think if you take the points, it'd be if Miami wins by 3 or less, or Ole Miss wins. If you think Miami's going to win by more than 3, you expect them to cover. Look at that, my betting knowledge. You're welcome, guys. Crystal ball. Miami has had times that they've choked in these spots. Ole Miss has had times that they've choked in these spots defensively. Both teams are known for choking. We shall see what happens. One's about to break. One team is about to be brokenhearted. One team is about to be popping champagne heading into the national championship. Handoff. Brown up the middle to the 3. Timeout. Cristobal. I got 1 timeout left. You got to be thinking to pass from now on. Because you only got 1. And you got to save that for a kick opportunity. If you get close enough, you can run it. But also think about it. If you're in a spot right now, you're at the 3-yard line. And let's say hypothetically it gets 4th down, and you may be at the 2. Do you even attempt the kick? Or you just go for it? I'd go for it. I'd say, screw it. We're here. Let's make this the moment of moments. I'm going for this. I'd be very tempted to run this if I'm Miami. I'd be extremely tempted. They have not really stopped the interior today. These pushes from the guards and the center have been great. You need one. Dig deep, Ole Miss. Dig deep, Miami. Miami's had over 31 more plays. 87 to 56, about to be over 31 more plays. They're about to run another one. Here we go. 73 seems a little bit confused, but Beck. Here we go. 3-yard line. Will they run it? Will they throw it? 3 receivers on the left. A little bit of motion from Daniels. Ends. Beck. Back to pass. Beck. Pressure. Beck. Oh my gosh. Open lane. Touchdown, Miami. Unbelievable. A drive that will go down in history. QB Contain is lost in the biggest of moments. 15 plays, 75 yards, 255. There is 18 seconds and 1 timeout. Carson Beck found a gap on the left side, and the hero in Miami is Carson Beck. Barring a miracle touchdown, Carson Beck has led the drive of the playoffs, the drive of the season. They're showing off the 3rd downs he converted. We mentioned what big mistakes he could make, or the big plays. Damn it, he made a lot of big plays. If you're a Georgia fan, this must be sickening you. Where was this in the 2023 SEC Championship? Where was this in other opportunities? He made some big plays. A lot of them were Bowers, but he's made some big plays. Beck knew he had the lane. He is hyped. Coming off of the arm injury that he had last year. Talking about him being one of the darkest spots he's ever been in. One of the worst injuries he's ever had. Probably the worst. Does not matter. Right now, 18 seconds away from doing something that no one really thought Cristobal could do at one point. Especially last year. Talking about blowing opportunities. Blowing with big leads. Blowing with talent. Here we go. But remember, I'm a Vol fan. 18 seconds is a lot of time, especially if Hail Marys are involved. Is it unlikely? Yes. If this ball goes through the end zone, you need about 25 yards to get into the 50-yard line. That will give you an opportunity, barring something else. But they've not got a lot of pressure today. I would not return it. Let it go. Let it go. He's going to let it go, yeah. Just fair catch it. You got a timeout. Remember, first downs, stop the clock for the moment. Everything was man-to-man. Unbelievable. Well, they've had spies kind of the entire game. I guess to guard the flats. 26 got kind of taken up by the tight end in the middle. Wow. I guess Pete Golding was worried if he blitzed, they would run a screen and be wide open. Chambliss, you might have three plays. Chambliss, back to pass. Chambliss, deep ball. Chambliss, what a pass! 22-yard gain to the 47. You're gonna spike it, you gotta 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 spike it. He's gonna spike it. 11 seconds. You might have two plays. You're in about the range of a Hail Mary. You have the timeout. Pretty much, you just cannot run out the clock. No interception. No sack. And you're going to be within range. Here we go. And they got a lot of big receivers for Ole Miss, so don't act like this ain't possible. Will he take two shots? What a catch. Timeout. 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 5 seconds. They're going to have a shot. Chambliss magic. 2 plays. He has worked them 40 yards down the field. Woo! Woo! This is why it's kind of nice not having one of your teams in the playoff. Because I cannot imagine being one of these two right now. Because I'm a Tennessee fan. This doesn't happen to me. Beck is on one knee right now. The prayers being sent up across the South right now. The bottom of Florida to the bottom of Mississippi. Across the country. Maybe for an Indiana fan or an Oregon fan, you're saying a prayer. Tears in people's eyes. Towels across faces. Blank stares. Prayers. Dreams. Aspirations are one knockdown or one catch away. You got to give him time to get down there. Chambliss. 35-yard line. The whistle's blown. Will we do a quick out to get closer? Timeout Miami. Cristobal's got to talk this over. To think about what both of these teams have been through. Miami, 2 years ago. 4-0. Run play against Georgia Tech when they didn't have to. Fumbles. Haynes King leads the drive. Miami season falls apart. Last year, Miami, undefeated, late in the year, 9-0. Lose to Georgia Tech, lose to Syracuse, out the playoff. Mario Cristobal, questioned for his job. Starts off hot this year, undefeated. Lose to Louisville on Friday, and then lose to SMU. Both in close games. Question his job again. They were out of the playoff. They had no hope. Now, look where they're at. One play away from the national championship. They thought they shouldn't even be in the playoff. Who's saying that now? I said they got the committee right. The committee got it right. It's not about me. Ole Miss. Lane Kiffin. Story writes itself. Lane Kiffin's left. Ditched them for a rival. Pete Golding steps up. Beats Tulane. Upset against Georgia. What play do you have? Trinidad, what magic do you have? End zone. Out. Incomplete. It's game. He had a hand on the ball. Miami, welcome to the national championship. Cristobal, expressionless. They were wanting a flag. We will see a replay and see if there should have been one. But you know in Hail Marys, you're probably never going to get one. What a game. What a scenario. Trinidad. Oh my gosh. They had him roll out left. Protection going right. Get a play out to the left. 24 guarding. Hold. I mean, there's holding. But both guys are fighting for it. I don't know if I like the call on what Ole Miss was doing there. I don't think I like that. I was talking about getting guys down there. It's kind of more of a... He didn't really let... I don't know if they didn't really let him get down there. It was more of a streak. And he just throw it on a perfect pass. That's never going to happen. Miami, welcome to the national championship. Congratulations. Oh my gosh, what a drive. This drive by Carson Beck will live in Miami lore forever. And the nightmare Ole Miss will feel for years. This might be their only shot to ever make it. But you got to be proud of this team. To fight the way they fought. All right, Cristobal giving credit to God. Great to hear that. Ole Miss in a situation that they did not have, that everyone thought they were pretty much going to be done. We're riding Carson Beck versus Georgia. What will that matchup look like? Were there any anger between the two still? What's going to be the situation? Hostility? It was not. Led by Trinidad Chambliss. Heroes were made. Legends were made. And they will be known as one of the semifinalists of the national championship. But they will not be known as a national championship team because Miami, 15-play, 75-yard drive in under 3 minutes. Phenomenal work. Great game. What a finish. Congratulations. If this game is something like, if tomorrow is anything like this game, God bless them. But I tell you what, this game might be and I'd say a 9 out of 10. Not a perfect game, but damn it, it might be a 10 out of 10. In a crazy year of college football, new faces, an old legend arrives. The Miami Hurricanes are officially back. Have a good night, y'all. God bless y'all. See you tomorrow.